Hello, and welcome to Language Liftoff, the podcast where we explore the best ways to master a new language. I'm your host, Avery, and today we're tackling a big one, English. It's the global language, but for so many learners, it can feel like an impossible mountain to climb. To help us break it down, I'm thrilled to be joined by language coach and fluency expert, Melody. Melody, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Avery. I'm excited to dive in. It's a topic I'm really passionate about.
Great. So let's start with what I think is the single biggest barrier for most English learners. It's not grammar, it's not vocabulary, it's mindset, that fear of making a mistake.
Oh, 100%. It's the fear of sounding silly, of being judged. I see it all the time. Students who know the correct grammar in their heads, but they freeze up when they have to speak.
Right. It's paralyzing. So how do learners get over that hump?
It really comes down to reframing how you see mistakes. You have to adopt what's called a growth mindset. Instead of seeing an error as a failure, you see it as a data point. It's information. It's a signpost showing you exactly what you need to work on.
A data point. I love that. It takes the emotion out of it.
Exactly. Every mistake you make is proof that you're trying, that you're pushing your boundaries. Fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about being able to communicate effectively, mistakes and all.
So what's a practical tip someone can use to start building that confidence?
Start small and create a safe space. Don't aim to have a flawless debate about politics on day one. Aim to successfully order a coffee, or just describe your day in 3 sentences. These small wins build momentum.
Yeah, small wins are huge.
And that safe space could be practicing with an app that uses voice recognition or finding a patient language exchange partner online who understands you're a learner. The key is low-stakes practice.
That's fantastic advice. Okay, so once you've got your mindset right, the next piece of common advice is immersion. But most people can't just pack up and move to an English-speaking country.
And they don't have to. You can create a rich immersion environment right from your own home. It's all about integrating English into your daily life in ways you actually enjoy.
So what does that look like?
Well, a really simple but powerful start is changing the language settings on your phone, your computer, and your social media apps to English. You'll learn relevant modern vocabulary without even trying.
That's a great hack. You see those words every single day.
Then there's your entertainment. Listen to music in English. Find a podcast you like, hopefully this one, and of course, watch movies and TV shows.
Okay, but what about subtitles? People always debate this. No subtitles, English subtitles, subtitles in your native language. What's the verdict?
I recommend a stepping stone approach. First, watch with subtitles in your native language to understand the plot. Then, watch it again with English subtitles. This connects the spoken words to the written words. Finally, when you're comfortable, watch it a third time with no subtitles at all.
That makes so much sense. You're scaffolding the learning process.
Exactly. And the most important part of immersion is to choose content that you are genuinely interested in. If you love cooking, watch English language cooking shows on YouTube. If you're into gaming, follow streamers who play in English.
Yes, that way it doesn't feel like studying. It just feels like enjoying your hobby.
Right. When learning is a byproduct of doing something you love, it sticks so much better.
This brings up a good point, though. There's a difference between just having English on in the background, which is passive listening, and actually engaging with it.
That's a crucial distinction. Passive listening is good for getting used to the rhythm and sounds of the language, but for real progress, you need active practice.
So let's talk about that. Beyond consuming media, what does effective, active practice look like?
It means finding a method that works for your learning style. Not everyone learns the same way. Some people are very visual. For them, using flashcard apps with pictures like Anki or Quizlet is fantastic for vocabulary.
Okay, so that's for visual learners.
Right. If you're an auditory learner, you need to hear the language. So listening to a podcast and then summarizing it out loud is a great exercise. Or using a technique called shadowing, where you listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what they say, trying to match their pronunciation and intonation.
Shadowing is so powerful for accent reduction. It can feel a bit silly at first, but it works.
It really does. And then you have to remember the 4 pillars of language: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. A lot of learners focus only on 1 or 2, usually reading and listening, because they're less intimidating, but you have to practice all 4 to become truly well-rounded.
You can't just input, you have to output as well.
Precisely. Start a journal in English. Find a forum online about your hobby and write comments. And most importantly, speak. Speak to yourself. Narrate what you're doing. I am making coffee now. I am pouring the water. It sounds strange, but it builds the neural pathways you need.
This is all such practical advice. I think the final piece of the puzzle for many people is time. How do you stay consistent?
By recognizing that 15 minutes of focused practice every single day is infinitely better than the 2-hour cram session once a week. Consistency beats intensity every time.
The little and often approach.
Yes, and try habit stacking. Link your English practice to a habit you already have. For example, after I brush my teeth in the morning, I will do one lesson on my language app, or during my commute to work, I will listen to my English podcast. This makes it automatic.
That's brilliant. You're removing the friction of having to decide when to study.
You just do it. It becomes part of your routine.
Melody, this has been incredibly insightful. Let's do a quick recap for our listeners. First, fix your mindset. Embrace mistakes as part of the process. Second, create an immersion environment you enjoy wherever you are. And third, focus on consistent, active practice across all 4 pillars of the language.
That's a perfect summary. And if I could add one final thought, be kind to yourself. Learning a language is a marathon, not a sprint. Celebrate your progress no matter how small and enjoy the journey. My pleasure, Avery. Happy learning, everyone.